Hi everybody, I am back. My recording software just randomly said that I was at 14 minutes right now. It's like, no, I don't think I am. I just started the recording. I've done a couple of things over the break. This is obviously still making stuff. As you can see, we have the tin in here, and it won't condense because it's in its ore form. It would need to be in that bar form. So I added this painting, which you're probably going, okay, what in the world is a painting going to do to help this? But it's basically just a little passageway to back here, just made with some signs. And you can see here's where the pipes go into the condenser. That goes straight up out of here. But what we're going to do, we're going to sort it over here. We're going to knock out this pipe, and we're going to sort it so that all the ores go out that way. And we're just going to kind of dig so that we can have all this connect. And we're just going to run it behind here. We're going to have multiple, I think this is going to let out right into the, yeah, we don't want that. We want to go a little bit deeper. So let's cover this back up. And I'm actually going to grab a shovel, make this a little faster. Okay, I was just making all my tools usable again since they were running low on use. So let's just dig out this wall. Okay. Last night was very fun. It was very wet. It was pouring rain at the football game. We were all huddled up like little wet dogs. And since my hair is long, I was able to shake it, and I was getting everybody pissed off at me. It was so fun. But, yeah, so that's just a little update on my life. Nothing special. So, yeah. Now, we need to figure out, I think this is deep enough that we can run pipes back here, but we need to figure out exactly where those pipes are going. So we want, up here, we want to find, right there is where we need a pipe to go through. So let's just cover back up. No, screw this. Let's just get rid of this lever for the time being, just to give us a little block to stand on. And then we just need to cover up that, and that'll make sure that we have that correct. Okay, and then we also need one going into this chest back here, because this will be anything that doesn't need smelted. So like sapphires, stuff like that. That way all the dirt and stuff just goes into here. And yeah, but first we actually need to make our diamond pipes. So those are the sorting ones. We need 2 diamonds. Kind of expensive to do this. I don't like making diamond pipes, but you know what? For the sake of this video, we'll do that. So diamond transport pipes as so. We can grab those. Now what we want to do, we want to grab basically one of everything. So we'll grab sapphire, some uranium. We'll grab a diamond, I guess. One of those, one of those, one of these. One thing of coal. I will explain why I'm doing this all in a sec. Now we have basically one of everything. Now we go back here, and we set up our sorting pipe. So I think where we're going to put it is right here. So now I place down our pipe right there. Now you're going to see that it sorts kind of, there's 2 colors. I'm just going to grab some more pipes here, because we're going to need cobblestone regular and stone regular. And we have plenty. I think that'll be good. So what we want to do, we want to connect the stone. So stone, we're going to say, is anything that will need macerated. How does that sound? Cool. So let's, no, I don't want that to connect, but I don't think that's going to do anything. So this is stuff that does not need macerated. So that's going to run back here. And across the top. Okay. Now that could prove to be a problem, but you know what, we'll just solve the problem by a different way. I don't know why there's a dirt block missing right there, but it doesn't really matter. Now we are going to need more stone pipes though, as I do not have enough. That's okay, we'll just run back. Okay, now this is going to get very complicated looking back here, and it's going to be very difficult to walk, but that's part of the fun of Tekkit and stuff. So let's just make some stone pipes. This should be plenty. If it's not, I will be disappointed. Now let's run back behind here again and finish up our piping. Okay, now, obviously there's no way that the sorting pipe can tell, you know what, and I don't really like how that's connecting, so I'm just gonna dig out that and connect as so. Okay, now, there's no way that this pipe can tell what's going through here, so we need to tell it. So when you right click, it brings up this screen, and we want anything that doesn't need smelted to go into blue. So diamond, sapphire, ruby, lapis, redstone, nickelite, coal. There are obviously some other things that can be, like for instance tungsten, stuff like that, but we're not going to worry too much about those because we're mainly going to stick that into a condenser anyway, so there's no point in really worrying about that. Now these I'm going to run along the bottom because we're going to be running out of room is mainly why. So let's just place down, how am I going to do this? Let's just fly a little bit. Okay, now let's just run them across the bottom. We'll probably run out of pipes. It's all part of the fun. Okay, now this actually was not at all what I had planned for this episode, but it had to be done, so I'm doing it now. So let's put the silver in here, copper, copper. We need to go find one of each tin, and then we'll eventually find iron ore, and we'll stick that in here too, because, oh dang it, see, that's the kind of stuff that can happen. That's not fun. I gotta go down here, you gotta pick everything up and start all over. So that's just fabulous. Let's grab a diamond pipe again, place him there, and then grab our stone pipes and connect them. Perfect. So now we need blue, diamond, sapphire, uranium, coal, redstone, lapis, nickelite, ruby. We also need an emerald when we find one. So then green is all of these. Perfect. And then anything else is going to go down into the black, which is going to go straight into the condenser. So yeah, basic sorting machine. This is a very, very bad example of a sorting machine. I will tell you that right now. Let's just make a little passageway back here. But we can make very advanced sorting machines with red power, and we might get into that later, but it's very complicated, so it'll be much later if we do get into that at all. Yeah, good stuff. I also have a charged energy crystal, and I will explain why we have that later on. But first, I wanted us to run out to our magical farm, which is actually going really... Oh, wow, I have a copper in my hand. Let's put that in here. I don't believe we have it in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's just throw all this crap in here. Throw all this crap in here. Sort it all up. We're running out of space in this chest. I might upgrade it over a break or something, because you guys don't need to see that. Let's just put all that in there. Throw that. We don't need a oh, that was the lever to... Dang it. We will end up making another one. Okay, my phone, somebody's currently calling me, so I apologize for the buzzing that you might hear. I'm just going to put it on my foot, that way you shouldn't be able to hear it. Nah, you probably still can, but that's okay. But anyway, to the farm, because we actually have some crops to harvest, so that's cool. And then we're going to get seed oh wow, it's raining. But that's okay. So let's run out here. I put the solar panels back. They were in the heck? Okay. Random spider attack. Boom. Boom. How I love my mining laser. Okay. So let's run out to the farm. I kind of spoofed it up a little bit. We now have some light fence gates. But as you can see, everything is growing and it looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. So now let's just click. As you can see, we got some melon seeds, and that was what I wanted to get. Unknown seeds. So you get these when you harvest certain crops, and those seeds will give you, as you can see, I'm getting like legit pumpkins, It's varying between 1 and 2 and stuff. So this is very, very cool. Another seed bag. That's good. My recording stopped. But we're literally just going to harvest everything. And we'll be able to plant straight from there when we're done. Now, a nice thing, as you can see, is you can walk over the crops because they're already planted. So that's kind of a nice, with old farming, if somebody stepped on your stuff, it's all ruined, and that was not fun. So that's a good part of industrial farming. That's what we're going to call this, since we're kind of, it's industrial craft, we're combining crops, it's all complicated and stuff. So yeah, very cool. As you can see, our Cropmatron is probably weeding the crap out of this place. I did make a ton of fertilizer. I connected up the, what did I do? I connected the quarry and the cobblestone generator to the recycler, and I just had to keep on making scrap, so that was very cool. But as you can see, we now have 1 billion unknown seeds, but what we need to do is make those seeds known. So we need to grab a piece of machinery called a Cropnalyzer, this thing, and that is made with 2 copper cables, a piece of glass, electronic circuit, and redstone. So let's run back to the house. Actually, I'm going to throw all this stuff in here. This is basically the farming chest. The rest of the episode is just going to be farming. So if you guys don't like the farming, don't watch the episode. But we're going to be figuring out what these... Oh, as you can see, these are already named. These are reed seeds. So that's kind of cool. More reed seeds. But we're also going to set up where this is going to pump out over here underground and then up to right here into the Cropnalyzer, so we can always not worry about having to refill it. It'll just refill on its own, so that'll be kind of helpful. And we might set up like auto harvesting and stuff like that, but I don't know, we'll figure out by the end of this episode. So let's go back downstairs. We need to make our Cropnalyzer, and that's why I have the energy crystal. I think, yeah, energy crystal, because that helps power the Cropnalyzer. A battery is a lot worse to power it. I already forgot what we needed for this. We need an electronic circuit, I know that. Okay, what else do we need? Redstone, that's what we need. Let's grab some redstone. We should start back up the quarry too. It's probably a good idea. So now I need redstone here, electronic circuit right there, piece of glass, and 2 copper cables. So now we have our Cropnalyzer. Now I need to bring that back out to our thingamajiggy. In the meantime, I'm just going to take our tin. I believe I have the macerator going at overclocking. So we're just going to stick the tin in here, and then that's going to pump down. It should do our system of machines if I can get a lever here really quick. Really quick. I have a redstone torch, that will do. We place him right down, and that should all work up now. So good stuff. Let's go back, fly upstairs. We're weirdly lagging. I think it's the rain. This is the first time it's rained in this world in a while. We used to have rain every day, and now it's kind of slowed down. So, I guess the weather's getting better. Speaking of weather, it's absolutely pouring outside where I live. So, yeah, it's not fun. So, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to right-click with the... I need to grab some seed bags. I can hear the macerator. Wow. We'll go up over here. Oh, still can hear it. We'll go up over on top of this tree. We can still hear it. I have all my sound off. I don't know why. Alright, honestly. There we go. So now I can right-click on our Cropnalyzer, and that brings up this screen. So we need some power. Just put our power up here. And then we need to get our seed bags into our hotbar. So we'll do that. And we just put the seeds up here. So this is a wheat seeds. Now if we put it up here again, it's a tier 1, which means it's been like made once. Like not made once, but it was the first time it was harvested. And then again, it is yellow, it's food, and it's wheat. And then this is basically some facts about it. So if it has a high growth, that means it's going to grow faster. Gain 2 is okay, that'll give us more of it. And then resistance is I actually don't know what that means. But now we have a nice little, you can see exactly how it goes. So now we can go back up here. This is reed seeds, tier 2, because they were probably crossbred. And has growth 1 and resistance 2. And these are reed seeds already. We knew that. These have growth 3, so that's pretty good. Put these back up here. Pumpkin seeds, tier 1, orange, decoration, stem, and growth 4. So we actually have some decent seeds here. And we'll just right click again. These are also reed seeds, tier 2, and growth 3, resistance 1. Now let's just fly on back down here, and we'll put these back in here and check out the rest of our seeds. So this is kind of cool if you're you like the advanced farming kind of stuff, because you get to play around with different seeds, kind of. I'll just throw that on the ground for now. But these are melon seeds, discovered by some KO guy. Wow, these are nice. Growth 2, gain 2, and resistance 3. So those are definitely a keeper. Throw them on the ground. We already... The heck? Oh, those were the good melon seeds. So, unknown, reed, and growth 1, resistance 3. So these are okay. These are reed, and growth 3, and these are reed seeds, and growth 2, gain 2, resistance 1. So anyway, as you can see, the seeds can do a lot, and we're just going to replant some of these, since we can. Oh, I accidentally planted. We're going to need some more crops. Do we have any? 64. And we just need to make our crossbreeds go. And then our crop matron is going to make sure that these don't get weeds and get fertilized all nice and beautifully. That one's dead. We need to re-hoe that. That we don't want. And yeah, so very cool farming. Now these, even though they're unknown, you can still plant them, you just won't know what they are. So those were obviously we don't know what these are. I actually want to check this out. It won't let me plant it. So these are wheat seeds, growth 4. So I actually do want to plant these, I just can't. I don't know why I can't plant these. Sadness. Let's plant these instead. Okay, those were reed. Can't plant that one either. I don't know why I can't plant these. Maybe you can't plant unknown seeds? I don't think that's right, because I could... Oh, our energy crystal is dead. We will have to go and recharge it. Anyway, that's basically how the Cropnalyzer works. It's pouring rain. I'm not having fun in this weather. I love having a little garden, but not as much when it's pouring rain outside. So, just want to see if I can plant these. I can. At least some of them. And eventually what will happen, you'll discover new plants as you... Wow, you're cool. How in the world did a creeper get in here? And it blew up my Cropmatron. Wow. Very, very nice of you. I hate the world. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna go. We're gonna do one last thing for this episode. And I'll fix the farm over the break. Deep sigh. That was just a perfect cap to this episode. But we're gonna upgrade our furnace over here. Even though, let's see, did everything macerate? Yeah, okay. But we are gonna upgrade our furnace to an induction furnace. And we need an advanced machine block. So to make an advanced machine block, we need advanced stuff. No, we need advanced alloys and carbon plates. And carbon plates are made from compressing raw carbon mesh which is made from raw carbon fibers, which is made from 4 coal dust. So we actually have coal dust, which I was going to use for solar panels, but you know what? Whatever. Stupid recording. So now let's make raw carbon fibers. We'll make as many of these as we can. And then that'll make our raw carbon mesh. We run over to our compressor, and we'll just compress those up. Now we do have some advanced alloys still. Where did I put them? There they are. And then we also need machine blocks. So we need to smelt more iron. I'm just going to smelt a lot. Grab 2. That's compressing. We're getting enough energy, I guess. We'll put our energy crystal back in there. We won't get into any more farming this episode, as I've already said. Next episode we'll set up getting it going automatically, kind of. I mean, we'll still harvest and stuff, but it'll send fertilizer into it and weed X into it and stuff like that. And that'll basically be, we're going to use red power for that. So if you want to learn red power, that would be a good episode to watch, because I'm going to make a red power machine that helps with that kind of stuff. So yeah, make sure you watch that one if you want red power. And then from there, we're probably going to get more into finishing up industrial craft, I think. And we'll start making nuclear energy as soon as possible. But that could be a couple episodes, just warning. So now let's just make our advanced machine block here. I don't want to make more than one, actually. Let's just make a machine block in here. Okay. And we put that in the middle. So advanced machine block. And then to make our induction furnace, we need a electric furnace. So we can just take this guy out over here. We do need a wrench to do that. Grab a wrench. I have so much random farming stuff in my inventory, but that's okay. So now that knocked out all my iron. Go over to our thing. I believe it was that, and then we just surround it with copper. It's kind of an odd material to be doing this with since it's so cheap, but I will not complain. So there's our induction furnace, and we're also going to need a redstone torch. I will explain why. Redstone torches give off heat, so you need it to warm up the induction furnace. As you can see, it's at 0% heat right now, but now it's at 1, and it'll be at 2 in a couple seconds. Yeah, there we go. So once it gets to 100, as you can see, if I put iron in here, it's very, very slow. But once it gets up to 100, it's literally going to be like a second to smelt something. But the nice thing is you can do 2 things at once. So it's going to be making it twice as fast. As you can see, it's getting faster and faster as it goes up, and that's only at 6%. So that's like a regular furnace right here, and that's only at 7% heat, plus it's doing 2 at once. It's just a very nice furnace. We'll go with that. Oh, I just made her another redstone torch. Okay, but I think that's all for this episode. And next episode, we'll get the farm finally finished to the point where we don't have to worry about it a whole lot. And we'll get more into industrial craft, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. As you can see, this is going a lot faster now. And it's going to eventually get really, really fast. I'm going to end this and then wait for it to get up to 100. And then I'll just do a little video and smelt like random stuff. So, yeah. Stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.